he cannot accept that she smokes.
Oh.
And his mindset, right, is if you're not going to quit, we are not going to get married. If it's so fundamental to you, won't you ask that at the beginning?
Isn't it like, okay, if it's a deal breaker, then why
why don't you just ask it? Yeah, why don't you say it at the beginning? Why do you wait until like you propose really then
Because he's leading her on lah.
Yeah. Welcome to another episode of A Millennial Mess. This episode, we actually talk about cuffing season because we are all going into cuffing season right now.
Yeah. And we also talk about Netflix and chill, the term, how they come about.
And also we talk about the Netflix show,
Love is Blind.
Do you think Love is Blind? And we wrap it up with how to find a mate, what kind of person you should be looking for in this cuffing season. So we hope you love this episode and stay tuned, watch to the end, like, subscribe, join our Telegram group, A Millennial Mess. Woo! Let's do this episode. Hey, what's up, people?
Hi,
We are entering the last phase of this year.
Yes.
PHASE phase.
It's actually October. Now, today they were recording. Not sure when it will be when you are listening to this.
Yeah, it'll probably be 2023, but it's cool.
2023 or 2030, I don't know.
Yeah, because the podcast, right, is there forever. When we record and we post it, it's there forever. So if you are not the early adopters of AMM, and if you don't know what early adopters are, go and read Simon Sinek's book. But if you only come in like later, then you'll probably only hear our episodes later, and this might not be relevant to you at that point. But today we are talking about the last phase of the year, which is going to be
cuffing season. Ding 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 ding.
Cuffing season.
Anyway, I think we're too excited already. My name is Jade.
I was going to say that. My name is Jade 2.
Jade 2.
So I heard back our first episode, right? I went to listen, right? I realized I introduced myself as Crystal.
Oh.
Yeah, and then my students, I played it for my students that day, and then they look at me, Miss Deniece, why is your name Crystal? And they got super confused with why my name is Crystal. So I had to explain like 5 times. Oh, because Miss Jade is Jade, and then my name is Crystal, which they didn't get the joke lah, because not that era, right? So I will introduce myself properly. My name is Deniece, and if you are listening to this for the first time, welcome to our show, A Millennial Mess.
Yay!
Where we talk about everything related to life, a podcast for millennials, by millennials. And please, at this point of time, take out your phones, join our Telegram group, follow us on all our socials, our Instagram and our Facebook and TikTok.
Yeah, you can check us out, Millennial Mess on Telegram, millennial.mess on TikTok, Instagram.
Yeah, and let us know if you like this episode and what kind of topics you want us to do. Very simple. Our followers, you just have 2 jobs. One is to tell us whether you like the episode or what topics you would like us to cover. Okay, so we're really excited, and that's why we're talking so fast about cuffing season.
Ooh, so Deniece, do you know about cuffing season?
Handcuff season.
Handcuff season.
So people get arrested.
But have you heard it before? I asked you about it.
Yeah, so
you heard it before?
No, because you told me about cuffing season. So I really thought that people got handcuffed. Yeah, during cuffing season.
Yeah,
so
you didn't know what it means, right?
Yeah, so what is cuffing season?
Cuffing season refers to a period of time. Okay, wait, this is from Merriam-Webster.com. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce. Please correct me. Okay, cuffing season refers to a period of time where single people begin looking for short-term partnerships to pass the colder months of the year. Cuffing season usually begins in October and lasts until just after Valentine's Day. The use of the word cuff references handcuffs, but is slang in the same vein as hooking up or getting hitched. So
I was going to say, actually, why do people need people to go through with them
this winter
season? They just need wait, I finish. So I think, right, for me, I just need money.
Maybe different phase of the life,
Yeah, so you don't need to give me someone, you just give me money can already. I'll be very happy during the winter months. I can go holiday!
Yeah, I mean, because like they say, this references like hooking up and getting hitched, right? So actually, by right, if you have money, then you can have anything lah, right?
That's also true lah. But okay, because we are freelancers, right? So the cold months, if you're not performers, okay, the cold months are very cold if you're CCA instructors.
Yeah, in this Singapore context.
In a Singapore
yeah.
context, when
Yeah.
we teach school clubs or school groups, they have holidays, and when they have holidays, we have no jobs.
Yeah.
So just give me
correct.
money to sustain those
true.
months.
Yeah, but I guess because this actually came from the countries that has like winter lah. So maybe when they are actually, let's say there's a snowstorm, then they are stuck at home. They really don't have the human contact lah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why the term.
So you just
really,
handcuff someone lah.
yeah, you just like find somebody that you think that you can talk to. You don't really necessarily love them or like them a lot. Probably you just like to hook up with them. So then, yeah, you cuff each other.
What do you think about just getting a pet?
Say again?
What do you think about getting a pet?
A pet,
Yeah, just get a pet.
to just like feel like cuddled and
Yeah.
like very like warm. Maybe they want to talk to that person and they want the person to talk to them back. Yeah, the
So
pet
I
can't
tell
really
you,
do that.
I think right, a lot of people think they want someone to talk back to them, right? But actually they don't. They just want someone to listen.
Ah,
Because if you have differing opinions, would you want to hear someone who is not supportive of your point of view all the time?
not really.
Yeah.
That may be true. But like I would love to have some kind of like conversation that like can spark new thoughts or like at least have like some different perspective lah. Like
Yeah.
not boring man. Like
also
you just
not-
keep talking.
Yeah, correct. But then I think some people, right, who just prefer to just talk to an object or like a dog who just like understands them. But I guess they don't have pets. They don't just get pets for cuffing season because a pet is a long-term commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Because why? They will break up after Valentine's Day, ma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cuffing season is from when to when?
Technically from October until Valentine's Day. So that's about like what, 5 months? Is it 5 months? October, November. December.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you broken up with anyone on Valentine's Day?
Me, no.
Yeah.
You?
Yes.
I know. I think you told me before, or you talked about it on the podcast before. I forgot lah. I think so.
I think no, but maybe.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
But I have. I think it was this guy who actually I don't know which guy. So never mind.
Okay, yeah. Skip.
The story, but yeah, I did. It was.
you got say
I know. Okay. I know who. And I wanted to challenge myself because I think the relationship was kind of on and off, hot and cold. And I think if you are younger, like maybe you're 13 years old and you're in a relationship, you kind of have a lot of like just break up and then get together, break up and get together. And I think because in December, I can tell story, right? Okay, so
Go.
in December, before COVID, there were a lot of chalets. We always go chalet when we were in secondary school.
Yeah.
So he always has a lot of friends. I met him through online lah. So he has his own network of friends, right? So he has a lot of friends who don't or I don't know them, and I guess it's very difficult to meet all his group of friends. So he's quite sociable. So
Meet all his girlfriends.
all his group of friends, like different groups. Sorry, different groups of friends. Because Jade and I are sitting very far from each other, so we kind of like it's a bit difficult to hear
Yeah.
each other. We're trying a different layout.
Yeah, but
today.
actually I can hear her lah. Just that maybe she talked too fast. Okay, right.
Okay, so very excited to tell you all this story because I love stories. So he went out to a chalet, but he was very secretive of who he.
Is meeting.
Yeah, correct. So I think he went to a chalet, but then in the chalet also he met someone else. So there were like 2 different persons, but
Wow.
I don't know who they are,
Sorry.
and I didn't really get a name. He just, when I confronted him over the phone, he was just very quiet, just silent. You know how you like to people avoid conflict when they have nothing to say. What they do, they just keep quiet on the phone, and then you don't really know what else to say already to them.
Okay, so basically he 一脚踏三船.
I don't know. Maybe it's not a tuan.
Sorry, that means like you one leg on 3 boat.
Yeah, but maybe he wasn't. It was just like I felt it was not a very truthful relationship. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just like dating multiple people at a time, but then like he didn't really specify lah, right? Yeah.
And then when I went to his place, right, he had this box of letters from girls from school.
love letters.
So they will call him like, so his name starts with H-A-N. So his nickname is H-A-N-E-Y.
Honey.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then in that school, which if you listen to my first few episodes, you will know which school I'm talking about. That school has a very family culture, I think. So maybe
Yeah, please go and listen, then you know. We're not gonna tell you.
Yeah,
okay?
so he likes to have like a lot of god sister, god brothers kind of thing, and mainly for him it's god sisters. So some of the god sisters also, right, got history one. Then because cannot work out, so become god sister.
Wow, oh my god, so messy, yeah. Complicated.
So they were all, and because last time we don't really have a lot of like phone, text or whatever lah. So we always pen pal, right? Last time the trend. So he had a lot of people where he will write letters to and all that. So I think everything added together was a bit like there were too many triggers, and I decided, and that
Very
happened.
toxic.
That happened during like November, December, and all the festive seasons lah. Yeah, and then when it came to January, I was struggling, and then February, I decided, okay, maybe you know what, just move on. Yeah, so I challenged myself. I said, okay, you know what, I'm going to break up with him on Valentine's Day. I'm going to go Orchard on my own on Valentine's Day, just to
Why
be
do you
courageous.
choose that day though?
It was, I think I was procrastinating for very long.
Also been already sitting in your mind for a long time. Then you feel like that day you're gonna meet up anyway, is it?
Yeah, whether to meet or not to meet, you know, like you know, Valentine's Day, if you are dating someone, it's just by default either you assume that you are meeting or the person assume that he's meeting you.
Okay, because it's just like
then you will
lah.
feel bad if you don't want to meet a person. Right, sometimes even if you're like, you just how you gonna tell the person, sorry, Valentine's Day, can I stay at home? The person will just break up with you. I think you're on the spot already.
Well, what if it's like a work day, then you're just busy, then just make it up or something lah. Or yeah, okay.
Correct. So it's something that people, like couples, need to talk about. It's a thing lah.
Yeah, like,
it's a thing.
Do you want to like actually celebrate it or not?
Yeah.
Like, who says you need to celebrate it?
Correct. So my husband is very straightforward. He just said, I don't celebrate festive seasons.
Oh, so Valentine's Day y'all really never celebrate?
We don't celebrate any season, anything, anniversary.
Birthday?
Yeah, no, high five, yo, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, you're 1 year older, yay, like that.
High five.
Yeah, you're gonna die.
Yeah, it's like I text her happy birthday. Yeah. So he already blanket say he don't celebrate. So anything that we celebrate, right, is like we need to communicate. Like if I feel like celebrating, I'll just say, hey, actually I feel like doing something like that. Yeah. So are you on? Then he said, yeah, sure. He will usually not say no. Yeah. He just like, you don't expect me to assume
Plan
that,
something.
yeah, we're going to plan something, yeah.
Right.
And that was already stated before marriage. So it's actually no expectations.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's cool. But yeah, so that is my story of breaking up. And I went Orchard Road. I walked down Orchard. I feel super shocked because I was courageously single.
Wait, so you just told him, say, hey, I want to break up like that?
I don't know. I can't remember. I was 14. But yeah, I think just text.
Oh, you just texted him?
Just texted.
Oh, you didn't meet up?
Yeah, I mean, he really failed me and disappointed me so many times already. I gave him my everything I give 100% to all my relationships. Yeah, usually I'm the one that gets dumped. Yeah, so.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, but it's okay. In the end, this one, I just like decided too many times of like silent cold war. Like for what?
Cold treatment.
Yeah, like if you don't want to be with me, just say don't want to be with me. Don't go and like
be clear
ignore my calls.
Yeah.
Don't reply, be like.
That's very bad. Don't ghost on people, please. That's another
ghost,
topic that we will have to talk about
We will
next
talk about
time.
ghosting,
Yes.
So
this will be a series of relationships subtopics.
So now that you guys know what cuffing season is,
Yeah.
in the last month of October, did you guys get together with anybody?
I will feel like it's really just like, September. Like, I feel like after the year goes into the middle part, right? Then maybe people will be like, okay, like the year is like in the middle already. So maybe it's time to like just get to know people and stuff like that. Every time starting of the year is just very like busy and stuff like that, right? Yeah, so maybe like August or September, you start to like know people, and then, who knows what will happen.
Yeah, so if you guys did get together in October, right, do DM us because we want to cheer you guys on. Hopefully you guys last beyond February and cuffing season, okay? Y'all need to make it through cuffing season, guys. And of course, if you want to play, then make sure you don't break someone's heart.
Yeah, or don't get your heart broken also lah.
The one cannot help it lah.
You chose it lah. So anyway.
So yeah, I hope you guys make it through the cuffing season. I want to talk about Love is Blind because I think cuffing season, right, this whole idea of getting together, together and hooking up or getting hitched kind of is very Love is Blind. So Love is Blind is a TV show from Netflix, and basically it's an experiment.
It's a reality TV,
It's a reality TV, so you cannot really take this for like it's just entertainment lah. It's a reality TV show that I've been following since they go to different countries. So I follow all the countries.
So what is it about? I totally don't know, man.
Okay, so very good. So this experiment, right, is to prove if love is blind. And I want to ask all our listeners to let us know if they think that it's a good experiment and if they would want to participate in the experiment. So now I'm going to ask Jade first, okay? So would you participate in this experiment? Let me talk about it. The experiment goes this way. The girls, I think X number of girls, maybe 10 girls, 10 guys, and then they don't see each other. And then,
oh my god, I think I got watched before. Okay, but continue.
Yeah, okay. So they have like booths. BOOTHS, booths, okay, and then you will be paired up with who I think random. It starts with a random person, and you maybe for like 7 to 10 days, you will be in the booth and you will talk to different people, but you will only be seeing a screen,
silhouette.
No, just a screen. That means like let's say I'm in a booth and you are in a booth now, right? All I can see is just this screen in front of me. I cannot see you, but I can hear you.
Right. Yeah. I understand.
So it's like you are interviewing the person. And then like everyone kind of have, and they are devoid of social media and phones. So in that 7 to 10 days or 14 days, they will not be able to use their phones. Okay, and so they want you to focus on the person in front of you to get to know the person and to whether you come out of it paired up or not. Or engaged or not. So maybe let's say out of the 10 days, right? If let's say you find a match, then usually they will just keep talking to that same person. And at the end of the 10 days, some people will match, some people will not match. And then usually either the guy or girl will propose. And you don't even have to wait until the end. If you feel like she or he is the one, we can just propose.
But 7 days
Yeah, so you will only get to meet the person if you propose to the person. 7 to 10 days lah.
Propose to get married.
Proposal. So if let's say say you're a guy and then I'm a girl, and then we decide after the 3rd day, hey, I think I found the one, right? I can just, if I propose to you, I say like, Jay, would you like to marry me? And you say, of course I do. Then the next scene will cut to a place where they have the day where they meet. So they will be in rooms, and then there will be this panel that comes up, and then they see each other, and there's a long runway. So they will do the Shanghai Tan.
Run.
Chariots of fire. They'll run to each other and then they'll hug, and then usually they will just start kissing lah.
Like, hi, I met you for the first time. Let's
but
kiss.
Because there's such an intense emotional connection, they want to make it physical. So I mean, they curated the show very well. I think everybody's very good looking, so they would not get someone who is probably like below their expectations. Everyone says, wow, such good looking guy or such good looking girl.
So were there like parts of it where like they really want to meet up really, but then when they see each other they're just like, oh my god.
No, don't have.
Really?
Yeah. Oh wait, so that's the first part. I got second part. The second part, they go on a honeymoon together. So let's say out of like 50 couples, only 4 couples make it to get engaged, right? Only the 4 couples will go on the honeymoon.
Right.
Yeah. So they will go to this like very Hollywood-like place, like wow, very like you imagine Bali but like 10 times better.
Ooh.
Like a suite with a villa, and then the pool, and then they got room service, and then every day they have like a whole like a movie set picnic, or like a candlelight dinner, or like a fireplace. Like every
so
day is it's just filled with romance. Yeah. And then there's bathtub, and then like the bathtub they will put nicely all the roses for you with the candles to make you feel like it's really like you're in love lah, honeymoon. Okay, so the honeymoon is like maybe I think 5 days or like a week, and then the
drama will happen.
Yeah, the next phase, right, is when they move into an apartment together. So they want
Are you serious?
the couple to experience what it's like living together. Yes.
Okay, wait. Summarize. Okay. So it's actually 7 days you talk to each other. Propose,
about that, yeah.
Then 5 days go to honeymoon.
Then after that, maybe like another 2 weeks.
How many days for the
I
apartment?
don't know, about 2 weeks. So basically from the start of the experiment, right? Yeah, from the start of the experiment to the wedding day is 30 days. Yeah. So right, they will count down the number of days lah. So the living together in the apartment, right? There's a few things that they will do. They will meet their parents, meet both sides' parents, and then they'll meet their friends.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they will have their phones. And they will all function like normal. That means they go back to work. And all
they
that.
just go back to the apartment when they are done with work and stuff.
All the couples will stay in the same apartment.
All the couples
will stay in the same apartment. Yeah, to kind of see how it's like to live together.
No, that means let's say there's 4 couples, so they will all stay in the same apartment.
Yeah, apartment like as in like for us is HDB or like a apartment
But
where
they
there are
will get their
different
own
different
unit, is
units.
it?
Yeah, their own units. Yes.
Oh, they get their own unit, but
Yes.
let's say they might cross paths lah, is it?
They can just meet each other if they want to lah.
Ah.
Yeah. So they will meet their friends. They will meet they'll go to each other's house to see what's their living conditions like. Because if you get married, you have to decide where to stay, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
these
yeah.
are the issues that the show tries to surface lah.
Oh, like how you decorate the house, or like what do you do with
Yeah,
like,
I think one of the biggest
laundry or the
correct. The biggest issue that a lot of couples face is one is messy, one is not. That is like
what if
wow.
they're just both messy? Eh?
Yeah, then they have to work it out lor. Maybe they will click when they are both messy. Yeah. So that's the experiment lah. And then and then they will have a wedding, and on the actual day of the wedding, you can decide whether you want to say yes or no.
So what's the chances of people saying
I think it's
yes?
about 50-50.
So
Yeah.
it's 50-50.
Yeah, usually what I've seen is about 50-50. So from previous seasons, right, like the American, I think the Australia one, the American one, I've seen the couple until now, because I follow them on social media. So until now, they're still together, those that are together.
Oh.
Then there is some, right, that they break up on the actual day, like super drama. The guy just like, sorry, I really need more time.
Yep.
Right, then the girl cry lah, drama. But then after they decide to be friends. So after 1 year, 2 years, they're still dating. Exclusively dating and just like trying to get to know each other a bit more.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's okay, what?
And then some is just like totally
Okay, that's good also.
And then after 1 year, they will have a cast party again. So they will all come back together and then they will mingle. Yeah. So would you be part of this experiment if let's say you really give up on finding someone already?
Aiyo. So like because like this reminded me of Terrace House, you know?
Terrace House.
Yeah. So okay, I watched Terrace House and I felt like they painted such a nice like picture, and like, you know, although I know that maybe it might be scripted lah, okay. I don't know about Love is Blind, probably also, yeah.
I think it's scripted because a lot of the angles, right, it's too perfect already. It's like they are talking side by side, then got one camera in front.
Yeah, like maybe the process of them getting to know each other at first maybe is not lah. Then after that, right? Okay, but anyway, so when I watch Terrace House, I'm just like, wow, it was so perfect or so nice, but it creates like a nice feeling lah, which is why people like to watch it, right? Then right, like if like now or like last time or whatever that I don't have any love interest, nobody talking to me, or like I wouldn't say like I give up lah finding, but if I'm like I have no other commitments, then okay lah, why not just try?
Yeah, just
do you think
it, right?
that will be my answer?
I don't know, but I think it'll be fun to see you try. Yeah.
But then again, it's like under the scrutiny of people, like you are actually in front of camera, so like a bit weird also. I think I don't know.
I feel like if I'm part of this experiment, I feel pressure to look good because everybody
then like
looks very good.
How do you be your real self? Are you even your real self or not?
Yeah, correct.
Like when you watch the Love is Blind, right? Do you think that they were being themselves?
I think a lot of the girls were.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the girls are more.
Then
genuine.
the guys are not.
I feel like the guys
still hide.
Will be a bit like ego. They will hide behind their ego.
Right.
So they will say things like that will say, yeah, of course I'm a family person. I really love kids.
But it's actually fake.
But they haven't
maybe
gone
they are
through
still
it themselves.
Maybe they're still like deciding.
I think it's a
don't
guy's natural, like they cannot go deep with their emotions so fast. They will be quite superficial. Yeah. But at the same time, they also, girls open up faster, I feel. And guys still feel a bit like clam, like shell. So for them to open up is very challenging. Like it's just not natural for them. So I think they see a lot of the cracks. Like for example, this particular season that I'm watching, right? There's this guy who cannot accept, once they go to the reality stage, right? He cannot accept that she smokes.
Oh.
And his mindset, right, is if you're not going to quit, we are not going to get married.
Okay.
Yeah. So why you never say, don't you know that about her during the conversation? If you are because he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he's an athlete, he's a skydiver. So if it's so fundamental to you, won't you ask that at the beginning?
Isn't it like, okay, if it's a deal breaker, then why
don't you just ask it? Yeah, why don't you say it at the beginning? Why do you wait until like you propose really then?
Because he's leading her on lah.
Yeah, correct. So maybe that, they
or maybe he thought like he could accept it.
Yes.
But actually, he deep down inside, he cannot.
Yes. Yeah. And then there's another guy who knows that the girl has a kid.
Oh.
And he says he's very good with kids. But when it comes to when he meet the kid for the first time, he prioritized work because something cropped up at work.
Oh, so he didn't get to meet the kid.
He met the kid, but they went to like swim or play, and then how the show portrays is he's just always on his phone lah. Yeah, because he really has to solve something at work. You miss the window of opportunity to bond, right? It doesn't come back really. Yeah, so maybe he doesn't have a kid, he doesn't understand. So for her, she felt very affected. Why this guy tell me that he likes kids? But when the opportunity came for him to interact with her, he doesn't
not
prioritize
putting in
it.
the effort lah.
Not up to expectations. Yeah. So I think when the real world hits, like a lot of them have very false expectations because they only decided based on the conversation that they had with this particular person. It's not like you go through an experience together. Yeah.
You're right. Experience is important to experience that situation together.
Correct. So this experiment is to prove whether love is truly blind, no? But anyway, I think it's just all entertainment. It's just quite interesting. So Jade's verdict is why not? If there's nothing on the line, just do it. What about you guys? Do you think you guys will want to be on the show Love is Blind if they come to Singapore? Love is Blind Singapore.
But actually, right, it really depends, like you say, like who's the producer or who's the what of it. What if it's like some... Because I know that Singapore has our own like dating shows or whatever, or like some other places. Like let's say Terrace House, right? I think I wouldn't mind going on it because like the way they shot it and then the way they like portray it is very nice lah. Love is Blind, I have to go and watch it again.
Yeah, it's very nicely shot. It's just that I think it's I think that it's very difficult for someone to just unless two of them are really 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 honest at the beginning.
Like that's
when
just
they
vulnerable lah.
When they talk to each other, if you don't say what you mean, right? If you're not honest, right? It's really like so difficult for your relationship to last after that.
Yeah, if you're not honest with yourself lah. Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
tell us.
That was Love is Blind.
Yes.
So do you think you all will join? Go on our Telegram group right now to tell us. Tell us or DM us.
But maybe people who are younger lah, with no really like commitments or what, probably they will. Yeah.
Do you want to ask you all this question also? Do you all know the term Netflix and chill?
Of course lah. Oh my gosh, like...
So we need to tell you this story.
Exactly. So like, I really can't remember the details, but then like Deniece was saying...
okay, I know.
Okay, you go.
So the context of why I asked Jade this question was because I think probably she was very stressed, or like I just wanted to like just ask her whether want to... Yeah, I said like, hey, maybe this week you don't stress so much. We can just watch Netflix and chill. We don't have to like talk about work.
Yeah, so Deniece asked me whether we want to Netflix and chill together. Then I'm just like, okay, because the thing is, I know Deniece, like if her words don't have any underlying meaning ones, and she's just very straightforward. So I asked her, so do you actually know what it means? Then she's like, what do you mean? It's just Netflix, then we chill lah. Watch Netflix, then we chill lah.
Can also just get popcorn, like make it a night. We can go out.
Yeah. Correct. Then I just like, maybe you should Google it. Because there's an underlying meaning to Netflix and chill. Then she really legit don't know,
Yeah, of course.
And then
how many of you know? Come on, can I have more Deniece supporters here?
Confirm no one, because right, this term already came out since like 2015.
Well, I see, got history.
And we are 2021 now, right? So it was added to the notorious Urban Dictionary in 2015. This is from madebyshape.co.uk, the website that I'm referencing from. And the site says that it's defined as code for two people going to each other's houses and having and doing other kind of intimate stuff lah, huh? Yeah. And then because this article is quite interesting, I'm just gonna read it. Okay, it says that actually Netflix has been around since 1997. And they were originally a video and DVD rental company. Yeah, and then they went on digital streaming service in 2007 lah. And then there's a person that said that first documented use of the phrase. Tweet is a tweet by user No Face Nina that stated, "I'm about to log onto Netflix and chill for the rest of the night." And then is a tweet that emulates a throwback style social media post, and one that ensures the world is informed on every movement. So that was actually that one. And then don't know what happened, like in 2015, it was just added into the dictionary and became an increasingly subversive, picking up hints of sexual connotations until it had taken a complete social media fueled semantic drift. Then Netflix embraced the meme culture that had given its company sexual undertones by posting a gif on their social pages from a comedic seduction scene in Clueless, captioned "Netflix and chill? No, really." Yeah.
So basically, Netflix and chill means you just do something naughty at home with someone lah. Netflix and
Correct.
chill. So can you Netflix and chill with your soft toy?
Is it? No, when she says kind of thing, I will still think that she don't understand, you know. Then I'll just be like, you know what I mean? You say, oh, whatever, okay, I can just go ahead.
So after Jade told me about the meaning, I went to ask my husband, hey, do you know what's the meaning Netflix and chill? And then he's like, of course lah, you don't know me.
Yeah, because the thing is like, you don't want to be so straightforward and say, hey, you want to hook up or something, right? So you just say, hey,
booty call.
Do you want to come over to my place and watch Netflix? So normally, right, when people say that and then you accept it, then you know what's going to happen already lah.
Jade is very passionate, he's banging the table now.
I am.
And boom, again.
Recently, I also learned that in Korea, they have something similar also.
Oh my God.
But even girls will use it also. Like they will say, do you want to come over my place to eat ramen?
Oh, okay, I heard about that. I think either you told me or I went to.
Yeah. I don't know whether is it from a drama. This one I never researched. Don't know is it from a drama or it's just a culture that developed lah. Okay, so somebody can educate us and correct us. Yeah, but that one was quite like, I'm like, wow. So now it's like, you want to come over to my house and eat ramen or not?
So what if you really want to Netflix and chill with the person?
Huh?
So what if you really want to just chill and eat?
Then
so you have to
you
change
gotta
it around. Do you want to chill and Netflix? Is it?
maybe or you just gotta come up with like say, hey, you know what? Like let's just watch the show. We have to watch the show. Like finish watching the show. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they watch halfway then they just like So I want to watch the show finish. Yeah, like that.
I want to watch the show finish. Okay, so we are going to Netflix and chill later. Why? It's not funny. I really want to just Netflix and chill. Okay. But for now, we are going to conclude with this quote. I like this quote, okay? And I think it encapsulates like how we should see relationships in a healthy way. It says, fall in love with someone who sees the walls within you and not only chooses to stay, but chooses to stand by your side and help you fight them.
Oh.
It's a very deep quote because I think it reflects like one of my own personal values, which is when you get together with someone, right? You shouldn't just love the person when it's
rosy.
Yeah, when things are good and when things are rosy, but you should also see and get to see the person's opposite side, like the lows and the flaws. Like love the person for his flaws. Love the flaws.
Everything.
Yeah. And sometimes a lot of people jump the gun and get married without seeing their demons. They just like, okay, we had some conflict, we should be fine, we are going to go through it. Then they pay the price when they get married. You need to piss the person off so bad and the person still wants to stay. Vice versa. Because everyone has a temper, whether you're a girl or guy.
Definitely.
There will be things that will piss
Trigger
you off. If the person doesn't trigger you now, these 4 stages, my next 4 stages will be the triggers. Okay. So I was telling Jade that day that a lot of people think like, okay, dating you can kind of see everything, but I think it's just scratching the surface. And a lot of my peers who are older actually told me about it before, but I guess we all try to find out as much about the person as possible. I need to cough again. Wait. Okay, so the first one, actually I mentioned 3, but I guess like can be 4 lah.
Let's go.
Yeah. The first one is when you are planning to get married.
Wedding planning.
Yeah. Wedding planning, because there's like, I think 100 to like 150 items that I think you need to align.
So is it true that the girl do more?
Most of the time, but I think it's an expectation thing. I think some of my friends, the guys also plan a lot.
So it just depends who is more particular.
Yeah. So a lot of people in Singapore, they plan their wedding together with the renovation of their house, and both are very, very big projects.
Oh, yeah. I think so.
So for Ruting and myself, we fought so much. We just agreed that he will take the lead with regards to the renovation. I will take the lead regarding the wedding.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because he doesn't have any input. Like what flower you want, how you want to arrange the tables.
How do you want to like arrange your guests?
Don't need to discuss. Because discussing like in 3 hours you still cannot decide how you want to arrange the tables. How?
True.
Yeah. What kind of entertainment to have, who to have. You know, so one person can take the lead and then just like, oh, okay, propose, and then the person okay, then okay lah. See who has more opinion. Whereas he feels like having a house, you have to live in it. There's more implications than just having a wedding. So
yeah,
he's
because
more particular about it.
True, because you gotta live in the house for a long time. And then if anything that
Every
you
day,
don't like, then how are you gonna live with it?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm very 随便. I'm more like chin-chai with the house. It's just a place where I go to and sleep. Yeah.
But you need to be comfortable in it lah.
You have to be comfortable, and I can be comfortable in any color, I guess. That's why our house turned out black and white, because we cannot decide.
Which
Get
is,
neutrals.
which is okay,
It's okay
because
lah.
you don't really get sick of neutral colors.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
the more gaudy colors that you will be, why is it still pink? I want to paint it
Yeah,
white.
maybe like you get sick of like, oh my god, this pink is like so bright like in my face. or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. If like some people already break up during that planning phase, then like cannot agree. Or some people just suck it up and stay
Go
on.
through with it.
Yeah, just go through because already put money in. Yeah, so those are two big projects, which is the wedding planning and the renovation, getting a house. Getting a house, I guess, from all the way to choosing which location you want in Singapore, because the BTO just opened up. Then how if it's like some ulu place, then do you get it, not get it? If you wait for the next round, do you think more projects will come out in the location that you want? All these need to be discussed there. Okay, then the third one is baby. Having a kid, when to have, what to have. Like I'm 34 already, and 35 is the
What do you mean what to have? It's just
when to have or how. Okay, when, not what. Okay, when to have. When to have. Yeah, because I'm 34 and next year I'm 35, and if you have a kid above, when you start conceiving after you're 35, right, your body
Higher risk.
Yes, correct. It's all high risk pregnancies. Yeah, you can get pregnancy diabetes. You can get maybe high risk of autism, Down syndrome. Like there's just a lot of risk involved when you get pregnant after 35 lah. When you try to conceive after 35. So when we had our first kid, we were like, okay, we're gonna like factory, produce one after another. And then we realized, right, having one, right, until now we're still like trying to cope. Yeah, and we are still working through our marriage, because if you don't set aside time to work on your marriage, having a kid then it
doesn't solve anything.
It doesn't. Yeah, it
also.
doesn't make it any better lah.
Yeah.
So more if you think like dating, right, you're compromising a lot already, right? Welcome to marriage life. You are going to compromise more, not in a bad way, because both sides need to compromise. Yeah, it's just like you have your ideal person, and then your ideal from 100% become 80, 90, 70, and then you also will have to compromise lah. Yeah, both also need to find a way to like, okay, I can accept you at this stage now. I can accept you at this stage.
At that stage.
Yeah.
Then grow together.
Correct.
in a sense.
Yeah, so that is the 3 stages. I think I said 4, right? Because I was thinking of the last one lah, but I guess the last one is just in broadly, if you can get through the dating phase, which is the before the wedding.
Okay.
Yeah, because the dating phase also is when you have to align your values. Yeah,
To see whether can get married lah. Is it? Are you saying
yeah,
that?
correct. Because at the dating phase, which is a lot of people think is difficult, is actually the easiest phase of all four. And it's tough because I remember crying like the most when I was dating, like because of all the conflict that we had. My husband is a very angsty person, right? So whenever we fight, because he also needed to grow. He had to grow in this area where he need to understand that he needs to provide assurance. As a partner in any relationship, you need to provide assurance, right? So last time when we fought, he would just walk away. And I think a lot of guys do that, and I'm sure a lot of girls do that also. So I don't think it's a sexist thing.
Yep.
Yeah, they just cannot deal with it. They walk away lah. If they need to cool down, they walk away. To them, it's logical. But to people like who are more sensitive, like myself and others who, if you are more sensitive, you will know that if someone walks away, sometimes you will feel a sense of rejection or abandonment, or straight away you will link it to like, I don't love you anymore. That is the hardest thing, right? To accept if the person doesn't love you, but you don't know at that point of time, because all the hurtful words have been exchanged. Yeah, so I think that even though it seems really intense when you're dating, it can be intense. It's just a start. It's an exciting emotional roller coaster that I feel if both parties invest, it's like investment. If you invest positively in your relationship, both parties put the time that's needed, the emotions that's needed. Because you can invest time, but you can like mentally not be there.
Like, yeah.
Emotionally not be there, not give. Okay, but if you give and both parties give, right, I think any type of relationship, right, can work.
Yeah, I mean, because if only one party is doing all the work and then the other person is just like...
Yeah, must remember it takes two hands to clap. So yeah, so gonna repeat the quote, okay? Fall in love with someone who sees the walls within you and not only chooses to stay, but chooses to stand by your side and help you fight them. So if you guys are choosing your mates in this cuffing season, maybe this quote can help you to filter out which mates are okay and not
to cuff.
worth to cuff. You want to handcuff someone who chooses to stay by your side even though you are at your lowest. Yeah, so I hope that resonates with you guys. And let us know what you think about this episode. For now, it's a wrap. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Sayonara. Bye. We hope you like this episode. And do check out our other episode, the one with Zionet about abuse and her story of coming out of an abusive relationship, or about change episode
With the growth mindset.
and how to be a better person each day. So we will see you in the next video.